Hello, and welcome to your slow flow yoga today. I'm Jasmine Cormier, and I'll be leading you through. Go ahead and find yourself in child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Spread your knees out wide toward the edge of your mat. Walk your hands forward and allow for your head to rest on the mat. Inhale here, tabletop. Bring your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your wrist. Engage your belly by lifting your navel up to your spine. Inhale, cow, lower your belly down, open forward. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Create that C, and you bring your chin to your chest. Continue here, breath to movement. Inhale, cow, and exhale for your cat. We're going to slow down here just a little, and we're going to begin by creating a rotation or circular movements from our head, dipping it down, up and around, as well as dropping our belly and rolling our hips. Go ahead and switch directions, going the other way. Curl your toes under, lift your knees up. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your hips up, lower your belly down. Inhale your left leg to the outside of your left wrist for a low runner's lunge. And on your exhale, step your foot back. Inhale, bringing your right foot to the outside of your right wrist, dropping your hips low. Feel free to take some movement here. And on your next exhale, step your foot back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. We're going into our Yogi Malasana squat. Our heels are in, toes are out. Drop your tailbone down. Use your elbows to press your knees out and lift your heart all the way through the crown of your head. Send energy through your palms, and when you're ready, lower your hands to the mat and step your feet back for your plank. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Press all 10 fingers down into your space. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, going back into our yogi squat. Just feel your hips opening up a little bit more. And we're going to inhale, lower your left hand down. Exhale, lift your right hand up as we do a twist here, just opening our chest out to the side. Step back, inhale. We're going into a side plank. Lift your hips up like a rainbow. Be sure to stack your shoulder over your wrist, bone to bone. And find something still to gaze at. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands down to the mat and shift back to downward facing dog. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale to our yogi squat. As we're in this yogi squat, really get in touch with how you feel here in the moment. Bring your right hand down, and on your inhale, lift your left arm up and look up as we just do this open twist variation here on our yogi squat. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat, step your feet back. Inhale, side plank with your left arm up. Find a soft gaze up toward the ceiling or the sky in my case. And engage your thigh and glute muscles here as you support your belly in lifting your hips up high. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your eyes to your hands. Exhale, step your feet forward. We're going into crow pose, so if this is in your practice, you can meet me there. Otherwise, go ahead and bring your elbows to a 90-degree angle. Bring your knees on the back of your triceps or that space just below your armpit. And when you're ready, bring one heel up and the other. Find a soft gaze. And bring your feet down to your mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your eyes forward. Exhale. Step to the top of your mat. You can keep your feet hip distance apart here for our rag dog, reaching for opposite elbows. Release any tension in your head or neck and allow your head to drop or hang heavy. Feel free to sway side to side. And as you release from your rag doll, we're going into gorilla pose. So flip your hands so that the palm slides underneath your feet. Pull down and let your elbows bow out. And you can keep your legs straight here or release your hamstrings and bend your knees. Allow that to open up your back muscles. Creating space here, lower your hands, toe heel your feet together, and slowly breathe all the way up to standing. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, Tadasana. Bring your hands to heart center as you set your intention for your practice today. We will go slow and just think of ways that you can incorporate slowness or the lack of rushing and hurrying through each part of your day. Inhale your arms up high. Exhale. Forward fold, bend your hips, soften your knees and reach down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your spine and reach through the crown of your head. Plant your hands, step back for our first chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, 4 points of contact. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale as you look your eyes forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. And lengthen out your spine here. Exhale, forward fold, hug in tight. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Create space between your shoulders and your ears. And on your exhale, breath to movement, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your hands back for plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Breathe in, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. One more sun salutation. Inhale, mountain. Reconnect here. Exhale, forward fold. Hold on to your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Number 7 with your body. Exhale, plank your hands, step your feet back. Shift forward to the top of your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open your chest out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the earth away so you can send energy out through your tailbone. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Bring your right foot in between both of your hands. Inhale for your crescent lunge. Stack your back heel over your toes. Knit your belly in. And then we just want to gaze forward. Inhale as you lower here. Exhale, we're going into our one leg Tadasana. Lift your left knee up. Bring your left ankle over your left knee. And we're going down into a figure 4. Find your drishti here. Inhale back to our one leg Tadasana. Exhale, standing split. Bring your hands down to your mat and extend your left leg behind you. And shift here as you find an ability to find stillness. Inhale, Shiva squat, bringing your knees together for a soft bend. Exhale, back into your standing split. And try and balance here on your leg, your single right leg. Bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, going into our lightning pose. Stack your front knee over your ankle. Send your arms out behind you. Engage your back and arm muscles. Inhale back to your crescent lunge, lifting up. We're going for a bind here, reaching for your palms. Inhale as you puff your chest up. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee here. And really feel how that opens up your hip and really forces you to lean onto your muscles in your quads. Inhale for your reverse warrior. Stay committed to your low lunge. Inhale for our horse and reach it up to star pose, extending your heels and toes out, arms up nice and big. Take a nice breath here and exhale for your wide leg forward fold. This is an inversion, so find a comfortable position here as you allow your blood flow to go in a new pathway. If you have an arm balance, feel free to play around in this space. And walk your hands back to the top of your space for your low lunge. Inhale, your right leg up behind you, 3-leg dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg up high behind you. And on your exhale, bring your knee into your chest and allow your left foot to come between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Square your hips soft to the front so they're both facing forward. Inhale as you prep here, going into our one-leg Tadasana with your right leg lifted. Bring your right ankle over to your left knee and begin to form your figure four. We have a lot of hip openers today. This is lovely here. Can you sit a little lower? Shift your hips back. And on your inhale, back to your mountain pose. And exhale, we're going into our standing splits. And no rush here as you realize that you may have more flexibility in one leg more than the other, and it's okay regardless of how high your leg may go. Try and find your stillness here, and we're playing around with our balance. And even if you balance for 1 second, that is really good. Life is really about finding that balance between going fast and going at a moderate pace where we feel like we're living and existing and not just doing. Low lunge, inhale. For lightning. And we're prepping. Bring your arms behind you. Switch your grip so that way if your left thumb was on top last time, bring your right thumb over. Inhale and exhale into your humble warrior. Your left shoulder is on the inside. And continue to reach through the crown of your head out forward. And really consider what it means to be humble in this moment. Inhale, reverse warrior. Switch your arms. Gaze up. Inhale for our horse. Exhale, star. And you are a star. You get to be the main character of your life. I'm just here to help narrate this slow flow for you. Inhale and exhale as you go into your wide-legged forward fold. If you took a arm balance here, go ahead and find that same arm balance on this side. I do love the inversions that happen. And it feels really good to shift the the weight into the balls of your feet. Yes. And elongate your spine some. Feel free to walk your hands through the space you created. And know that even outside of your mat, you can create the spaces and opportunities that you want to have for yourself, however big or small they may be. Shift to the back of your mat for Skandasana. And you'll feel this stretch on the inner thigh. Keep your heart lifted. And you can go ahead and do your Skandasana on the other side. And know that my video cut out, so we do want to keep our hips open on both ends. And when you're ready, walk your hands to the top of your mat for a low lunge. Extend your right leg up behind you for 3-leg dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your eyes are going to gaze down to your hands, and then come onto your forearms, stack your shoulders over your elbows, and walk your tippy toes in for our dolphin. Finding how strong your belly is here, and engage your core. Not necessarily sucking it in, but more so about tightening it, creating a little more tension. And when you're ready, walk your toes back. Press up to the palms of your hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Exhale. Going into our pigeon. Sit up a little higher as you stretch out your back leg behind you. And when you're ready, walk it down to your elbows. Come back to your intention here. And remember that you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush in this hip opener. You don't have to rush as you continue on or get ready to go to the next part of your day. You can let any of your rushing thoughts just rush right on out through one ear and out the other, and you find your presence just right here. Begin to press your hands into the palm of the earth. Bring your right knee back behind you and take some natural movements. And when you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high behind you. Inhale, bring your left knee goes toward the outer edge of your mat. Point or flex your foot. And again, we want to sit up high and extend our back leg behind us as we prep for our pigeon, and walk it down. We don't want to rush fast and go nowhere. Be intentional. Be intentional with all of your yeses and your no's when you're thinking of what you want to do for the day. See how those yeses fit in your soul and those no's, and if it really just doesn't feel good, then take note of that. We're pressing back up into the palms of our hands. Move your hips around and meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon. Lower your left knee down to the mat. And on your exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Hook your opposite elbow to your knee and open your chest out to the side. Inhale with your soft gaze forward or up to the sky, and on each exhale, twist a little deeper. How much space you're able to create there in your back. Unravel, bring your hands down to the earth. Inhale, meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up high. Exhale as you bring your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon. Lowering your right knee down to the mat, shifting your hips forward and really opening up to the sky. Inhale as you bring your hands to heart center, allowing for your elbows to bow to the side. Exhale, where your right elbow connects to your left knee. You press your hands into your heart center and allow for your twist here. Inhale, bring your arms up high. Plant your hands onto the mat. Exhale for your 3-leg dog, downward facing dog. This is our last downward facing dog. Inhale as you look forward, come down to a seated position. Shift onto your tailbone. Inhale as you lift your arms up high and bring your left foot in to your thigh. Exhale as you twist and open up toward the left side of your mat. You're really engaging your obliques here. Inhale, come back to your seated position up high on your tailbone. Switch out your legs, bringing your right leg in, left leg out. Inhale up high, exhale as you twist and reach, opening your chest out to the side. And you can do it, and you can reach a little more. Yes, and inhale. Sitting up high, exhale to our forward fold. Again, as I mentioned, we have a lot of hip openers today, so I hope that you're able to release any stored emotions that may have just been lingering there. And go ahead and cross your feet, step back to our tabletop. And we are reversing here, and we're going to end the way that we began with our cat-cows. Really just feeling how those chest expansions really make a difference in your cats and your cows. And when you're ready, spread your knees out wide, shift your hips back, let your forehead rest down on the mat, and we are ending here in child's pose. One beautiful thing about children is they're not always in a rush. They want to play, and they feel like time is not really a concept for them. They really just want to stay in that moment of fun. So I hope that you're able to reconnect to your inner child, let go of that need to hurry, and I'll see you on the mat soon. Thank you.